And
Like, what? And I was like, oh, no.
Angie,
Yeah?
is Micah in attendance today?
Yes, he is.
Okay, thank you.
All right, it is 4:30. In light of the fact that we've already said the pledge and had our moment of silence, I'd like to roll right into this regular meeting with a call to order, please. A roll call, I should say.
Brad Hint.
Here.
Ken Snyder.
Here.
Pete Hamill. Chantel Ostra. Here. Tom Eggers.
Here.
All right, the next item is approval of the agenda. I'll take a motion for that.
So moved.
Support.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Eggers.
Aye.
Ostra. Aye. Snyder.
Aye.
Kent.
Aye.
We now enter the public forum portion of our meeting. Is there anyone that wishes to address the council for items on or off the agenda at this time? If you'd like, we can discuss it further. You are on the agenda down the road if it pertains to the licensing. For sure. Well, why don't we just wait for you until then, if that's all right? Okay. No one else? Nothing else? No written?
No.
Okay. Then we need next item is approval of the consent agenda. I'll take a motion for that.
Motion to approve the consent.
Support.
Roll call, please.
Snyder.
Aye.
Kent.
Aye.
Ostra. Aye. Eggers.
Aye.
All right, then we move into old business. First item, only item there is the amendment to the tobacco license for the Highway Liquor and Smoke Shop. Now you may, now we'll let you say what you got to say.
I was just coming forward to let you guys know that we did finish the full blackout after we got our products pulled after the last meeting. We pulled them all same day and then got them into the back of the office, got the windows blacked out, and then we made sure to let all employees know, management know, nothing's to be set above the cases, so nothing can be seen from those above windows ever. And then, yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to step forward and say today.
Okay. Are there any questions for him? All right. Mike, any comments you want to make at this time?
I'm happy to answer questions. I think you have before you a permit application, and if there's questions about the law or what your role in that is, I'm here to try to help answer those questions.
All right, let's open it up for discussion. Any questions for Mike? Are you following this all, Tom?
I am.
Okay.
Thank you.
Just making sure you're hearing us. Okay. So, we've gotten, I think, most of our questions answered then, assuming I'm not hearing any more questions coming up as a result of Micah's commentary or any of that, so it's up to us to deny or approve.
Yes, I have a comment.
Okay, go ahead.
When it's appropriate. Yeah, I just wanted to kind of put some, where my thoughts are at on this. And since this issue is about legislation against a certain apparatus that previous to this legislation was and continues to be lawfully a lawful product to sell from the state's perspective. I think the new legislation provides some extra levels of deterrence, and that hasn't been placed on this product up to this date. And so, in regards to their request for approval, I would say that I'm looking at this just like a liquor license type deal, and they have made good faith effort from what I hear in regards to meeting the new rules and regulations. And I think that the council should approve and then monitor for this coming year the actions of the store in regards to meeting and abiding by this law. And if we find something that's not in line, then we address it and have to redo it. That's what my thoughts are.
Okay. Did everyone hear that all right, what Tom was saying?
I didn't catch it all.
There were sometimes, some things that you were cutting in and out on, Tom, or was softer anyway. The gist of it is what I'm interpreting is you are speaking in favor of approving the application. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
Any other comments or questions?
I just would like to clarify, so you had stated at the last meeting that since January 1st, there had been devices that were sold, is that correct?
We're not 100% sure.
Okay.
We have them out on display, but I'm not checking.
Could you come to the mic, one of you?
It's not a really big item still. It's just that to be competitive with other small shops, we have to kind of carry that product that they carry.
Sure.
That's the only reason we carry it.
Okay, and
Yeah.
since our last meeting, those have been pulled from the shelf?
Yeah, we pulled them same day. Yeah,
Okay.
we went and pulled everything out that same day.
Okay.
Anyone else?
Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
I would make a comment that when you had your last meeting, their application had been submitted through the state portal, and it appeared to be lacking some of the required information, and per the information provided to me by the city clerk and the city manager, it now appears to be a facially valid application. Angie, is that your impression as well?
Yes, it was a glitch on the end of the state.
Okay, thank you for clarifying that. The other thing that the statute requires is that the applicant have a valid permit to sell tobacco products. It's my understanding that this applicant does, and that there haven't been any violations of that permit. And my recollection from talking to Angie about that is that those things are in compliance as well.
That's correct.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Micah. So given that information, as well as Tom's comments, Tom, I'm going to ask you, being you're brought it up, would you be willing to make that as a motion to approve that application?
I move that we approve the application as requested.
Okay. We have a motion to approve the application. Is there support for that?
Support.
Okay. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Eggers?
Aye.
Ostra? Aye. Snyder?
All right.
Hint?
Aye.
All right, that motion carries. Thank you, gentlemen.
And Mayor, I'm going to make one more comment for
Yes,
the
sir.
minutes, if I may.
Yep.
Part of the difficulty of the situation is that we have a statute that's been rolled out by the state of Iowa fairly recently. The statute explicitly anticipates that the state would also provide regulations for guidance. We do not have those yet, and hopefully we will have them soon. But on the city's lengthy to-do list, I think it would be appropriate to include an item per which we update the city code to provide more guidance on the issuance of these permits, if and when the state does in fact follow through and provide their regulations.
Are you recommending that as something that made as a motion or just an action item?
That's just an action item. You know, everybody has plenty to do, but it should be something on the radar for the next year.
Okay, I would include that as a direct.
Sure.
It's,
Thank you.
yeah, Tom makes an excellent point. These are annual permits, and there presumably would be another application coming from this applicant or others the next year, so.
Okay, very good. All right, let's move forward then to new business. First item up there is setting April 16 as the public hearing date for the full budget adoption.
Make the motion to approve the public hearing.
Support.
Any discussion on that? Roll call, please.
Ostra,
Aye.
Kent,
Aye.
Snyder,
Aye.
Eggers,
Aye.
All right, item B is a resolution on the floor for reappointment and establishing compensation for city attorney Micah Screws. We have a couple of different options there that have been presented. I trust that you have read up on those. Is anyone ready to make a motion of adoption, one or the other? Or do you want to just have some discussion here first?
Here again, this is Tom. I probably have the strongest opinion in regards to the difference between a 1-year and a 3-year contract.
Tom, if you can get a little closer, are you using your phone?
Well, I'm in the car and I'm moving and I'm not sure what's picking up what here, but I'll try to do better. Can you hear me better now?
It's coming in a little clearer now.
Okay. I guess what I'm saying is, I've probably been the one who's been most in favor of a 3-year contract, just so that we know what the budget for, and we don't have the opportunity for contention on a yearly basis. So I personally would prefer and support the 3-year resolution as it's presented.
Okay, with
But
the
I'm
rate,
open to hear from the other councilmen and their opinions.
the 3-year appointment with the hourly rates listed, each year increasing by a small amount. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. Any other comments?
So were those options linked to the,
Yeah, where are the options? I never saw them.
They're
They
listed.
are. It's a 3-year resolution.
If you look at the explanation, Sam's explanation, city attorney reappointment.
there's nothing on,
Nothing on this one.
yeah, same thing I got?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll read it here. Micah has served as
Or
city.
maybe the one that.
I think you need to look at the
That was the one that was
resolution.
pulled up.
Here it is. Here's the 1 year. Click over here. Oops. Do you have it, Chantel? Okay.
So the gist of it
There we go.
is that it would go from 255 year 1, 267 year 2, and $280 per hour year 3.
So that's for the 3-year, and the other option is a 1 year at $255. Those are the two options that have been presented. Finding it?
Yep.
Yes.
I do have one comment, just general. Is this something that we should put out, for services, like we do with other services? I mean, I've heard that comment before, is that we should put this out. I'm been happy with Micah's work, but I've heard that from people.
Anyone care to comment on that?
agree with. I think it's something we need to talk about, but I'd defer that to the next budgeting cycle.
I would also agree with Tom.
What did he say? I missed that.
I didn't hear that.
I think what he says is that if we do that, it would be during the next budgeting
Budget
cycle.
cycles, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, thanks for reiterating.
Okay, any other ideas or comments, questions? As I understand it, Micah, this is the 255, this is the going rate for the other cities you serve as well?
That is currently the rate for the other 4, yes.
Okay. Okay, we need to have make some kind of a decision here.
I'll make a motion to approve the 3-year resolution.
I will support that, yeah.
Okay, we have motion and support to approve the 3-year resolution with the amount stated as stated. We have support for that as well. Is there any further discussion?
No, because it always helps with continuity.
Yes. Okay. Any others? Roll call, please.
Eggers,
Aye.
Ostra,
Aye.
Snyder,
All right.
Hint.
Aye.
All right, let's move on then to the reports portion of the meeting. Todd, anything do you have today for us?
I guess just a reminder from last meeting, the construction season is upon us. Western Avenue project, reconstruction project is scheduled to start April 14th. The first section they'll close down is from 16th Street, about 2,000 feet north. So that phase will hopefully be done by late June, and then other phases to follow. The 2025 PCC patching project, which is portions of 23rd Avenue north of the middle school, and then the intersection there at 24th Avenue by Bliss Salon and People's Bank. That project is scheduled to start either Monday, May 5th or Monday, May 12th. So please stay awake when you're driving around town. Highway 18, they're starting some of the sidewalks on that already. I don't know if you've noticed, but they've got wattles and whatnot put out by the Ziegler corner, getting ready to get going on that right turn lane off of Highway 18. So there'll be lots of activity getting going here soon. Last thing I'll comment is with the news that our recreation director is moving on. We wish him the best and thank him for his time when he was here. And we will be putting together a package and start advertisement very soon. So if you've got questions on that in the meantime, I guess give me a shout. But
I have a question for the Western. I have received a phone call. Have you put out any information to the public for, like, 9th Street? How residents, is there going to be a problem, or?
there's always a problem, Ken.
Well, I know that, but, I mean, I got a call from a
Yeah,
couple of people.
West 9th Street, first off, we won't be to that area until sometime in August, probably.
Okay,
But we do have a plan, and we will communicate with the time, just so you know. The
Okay.
plan for West 9th Street is AGP has been so gracious to give us an easement so that people can drive across their private property. We'll remove the fence that blocks the east end where it's currently the dead end. The dead end will flop to the west end, and they'll get access to their driveway just like they have today. So they're in pretty good shape.
this way I won't get any more calls, but
There you go.
that's,
Yeah,
I figured you had it figured out,
Yeah.
but that way the people know now.
There are a few, we're putting in lots of temporary access roads for this project, trying to do the absolute best we can with keeping people close to their business and/or close to their residence. There are a few that are going to have to park and hoof it a little ways, as we've had on other projects. That's unfortunate, but we've done the absolute best that we feel we can. I'm always open to suggestions if somebody's got one. So.
During constructions, you gotta have inconveniences.
That's right.
Yeah, the end product of that, of that project is going to be such an improvement for our community. I understand there'll be a little pain to get there, but it's gonna be a big win for us in the end.
I figured it's better for you to explain it than me.
Yeah, no, all good, fair question.
Very good. Anything else?
That's it.
Tanya, anything from you today?
Nothing at this
Doesn't appear to be. So then I'll move on to Eric. Anything from you?
Bottom.
Just that, yeah, we went and got Jaggers uniforms and everything today, and we have, yeah, we appreciate the help with the upcoming deployment and such.
All right. Ange, anything?
No, thank you.
Mike, anything further from you?
Thank you for the reappointment. I do appreciate it. Just did some quick math. When I started doing this, I had a 1-year-old at home, and 3 other kids, and now I have 1 kid who's 16 at home, and considerably less hair. But I saw an email in my inbox about chickens, and I haven't opened it yet, but there's been some fun along the way, and I appreciate serving the city, so thank you.
And thank you as well. Council to my left, anything from either of you?
Nothing.
And Chantel, anything from you? Nope. How about you, Tom? Anything further?
No, said enough, thanks.
All right, very good. And I just, too, want to echo Todd's comments about Trevor, wishing him the best. Glad he's going to stick around for a little while, get us through the summer months to, and allow us time to search for a new director as well. But he's done a great job with the rec department. We're glad to have had him serve here. So, with that, I will take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Support.
Roll call, please.
Eggers.
Aye.
Ostra.
Aye.
Snyder.
Aye.
Hint.
Aye.